Hello, everyone. Here we are live Thursday. Today is Thursday, November 18th, and we are here with another awesome guest. So, just a few housekeeping tips. If you are joining us live right now, down below in the comment, type in hashtag live. Or if you're watching the replay, then type in hashtag replay. And do tell us where you're from. As you know, I am coming to you from Mexico. That's where I am. And my guess is, well, actually, we will ask her where she's from. Also, I would like to point out that StreamYard, there's a banner above where it says StreamYard needs to have permission to use your name if you want to comment or if you want to react. Because if you don't do that, then you will come across as the Facebook user, and we won't really know who is joining us. And we love to know who's joining us. So, a few common things that my guest and I have in common. Actually, we have a lot of the same coaches: Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Bob Proctor, Maya Comerota. And so, like I've said before, I have met my guests online, and I'm going to repeat it again. We meet the nicest people online. I have had nothing but wonderful experiences meeting wonderful people online. So, without any further ado, let's bring in my guest. My guest is Dr. Flor Marques. How are you, Dr. Flor?
Hello, my dear friend Lucy. I'm fabulous. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Do tell me and my audience where you are coming from.
Oh my gosh, I am right now in Brazil. And after 15 years that I was living in New York City, and now I'm back home. So I'm
Wow,
spending some time here just for the time being.
how
And
wonderful is that? We have a guest and somebody in our audience that says, heck yes, meeting people online can be great. Woohoo! So
I
great
love
to
it.
see you, he says. All right, that's Eden. And so Eden has allowed StreamYard to use his name. And so if anybody else wants to comment, all right. And Therese Parkin is here. Beautiful. Hello, beautiful Flor Marquez, she says.
Hi, Eden. Hi, Therese. Hi, everybody that I don't see the names, but I appreciate you here. I really do.
Okay,
Thank you,
Dr.
Lucy,
Flor.
for having me. Yes.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure. We met about a month and a half ago, not that long ago. And at one point, I introduced you to my team. And so you became part of my team. And we've been working together ever since. It's like, that's correct,
This is
right?
amazing. It's just like online world. It seems like a whole magical new world. It's like it's everything that I always dreamed about. And I didn't know it was possible to have this level of intimacy, closeness, like intimate. I don't know if that's the word in English, but I feel so close to you and the team and people supporting me. This is just a blessing. I am thankful every single day for the people that come on my way, and I thank you, Lucy, for that.
You're very
Really,
welcome.
I mean,
We love having you in the family. That's what we call. Dr. Flores. No, Dr. Flor
yes,
Marquez.
sure. You can call me whatever you
Dr.
want.
Flor Marques. It's just so funny. I saw Flor and then I said S at the end. Let's talk a little bit about your background. Um,
Yes.
you you have been in dentistry, and you made a statement not too long ago that you have revolutionized dentistry. How did you do that? What do you mean by that? Can you explain that to
Yes,
us a little bit?
absolutely. As by this statement, you can see I'm a little bit exaggerated, but actually, there is a reason for that. Because I feel like in dentistry, first of all, I became a dentist because I always like to see people smiling. And I wanted to be the professional that will bring people the smile that they really deserve. And being being a dentist, I figured that, wow, this is beautiful. Actually, I'm the fourth generation of dentists in my
Wow.
family. My great grandfather was a dentist, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful. But as I study it, I realized that the smile that I was learning to make, to provide to people, the service, was
Mhm.
just in the outside,
Ah,
just from the external world. But life is amazing the way it is.
mhm.
And it brought me the opportunity to understand that the true smile comes from within.
Within.
And that's exactly when life hit me like really badly. I had an episode in my life that was 20 years ago, and that completely changed my life. And then I decided to study the inner smile, just because I had to have it myself first before I bring it out to the world.
That's wonderful. So therefore, I believe the true smile comes from within. Your wonderful statement. That's
Thank
one.
you.
That's a wonderful
Thank you.
statement. So your parents were definitely, if I'm looking down, by the way, it's because I'm taking notes,
Oh,
and
please
so
go
don't
ahead.
think that I'm not paying attention to you, because I'm paying full attention. I'm
Oh,
taking
I
notes,
I
and that.
am here with you, and I feel your energy. I'm very good in that,
Oh, thank
sensing
you.
energy.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, your parents have been great influencers on your
Absolutely,
whole life. So,
absolutely.
you kind of wear so many hats. Not only are you a dentist, but you're a Reiki and yoga master. Now, at what point in your career of dentistry did you incorporate the yoga and Reiki mastery?
I'll tell you with pleasure. Thank you for asking that. This is
Hmm.
so interesting. I actually love talking about that. So, um, 20 plus year ago, I actually 21, I became a dentist in 2000.
Okay.
And my first job, besides be working with my parents, right,
Mhm.
my parents' office, um, I joined the Brazilian Navy to serve as a
Oh,
dentist.
wow.
Yes. So at that time, it was the pivot in my life, right?
Mhm,
And
mhm.
I faced all my fears. I faced a lot of things that I didn't know that it exists. I always had the desire to serve, but at that point, I really experienced something great. I can't say great, but actually it was terrifying and awful. And I had a panic attack overnight because of a broke up with a boyfriend. It wasn't that event. Now I understand that my life, I was always really busy and really productive. Before I become a dentist, I was a ballerina,
Oh,
like
wow.
as a real career, which means I had two schools full time, regular schooling, and then after I finished from 7 to 1, right? I had the other one that started at 2 and finished at 9. And that was from early age. And like I didn't realize, but I didn't have a normal childhood. I mean, I did realize because my mom was like, "Oh my God, you never had weekends. We can never go anywhere because you're always like rehearsing. You're always doing the stuff." But that was my dream. I wanted to express myself fully and I had that since early age. So and and all obviously that got stacking, right? Because I didn't realize that. But then when I joined the Brazilian Navy and I had a quiet moment, it was quiet because there I was working as like I was wearing uniform and I had
Mhm.
the 9 millimeters gun in my hips. Can you picture that? Yes. Like I couldn't also, but I went to a training and all that. But then after like it was 6 months
Mhm.
doing this kind of work, and then it was like, oh my God, this is like all my responsibility. People did that for me. They said like, yes, ma'am, like lieutenant and this and that, and that hit me. And then I had like moments that I was like, oh my God, what is it that I'm doing here? But that was not it. It was the breakup that took my
Devastated
nerve.
you.
Yes, yes.
Devastated you.
And I didn't realize, and I really lost the sense of purpose at that
Mm.
time. And like I slept and I woke up, everything was gray, like literally. Like I didn't see the colors of the sky. I didn't see anything. I didn't even know that was possible. In my mind, being like depressed or whatever, it was just like for people who doesn't have,
Right.
nothing better to do. But it's like until it happens to me. So at that point, I just really had to rethink the whole thing, my whole life. I was early age, my 20s something, I was already successful, being a dentist with the family and joining the Navy. And with my first salary, I bought myself a car, meaning I had it all very early.
Right.
And I didn't know like what it was life about until this hit me really bad. And then I had to rebuild myself all over again.
So, so you said that you joined the Brazilian Army, Navy, sorry, in
Yes.
year 2000.
Mhm.
What was that like for a woman?
That was interesting because we didn't have many women at
No,
that point.
exactly.
But so I became like the center of the attention.
Right.
So all the eyes were on me, and I had to transform myself as a military example, which I had no idea what it was
What-
like until I experienced that. And I had a short period of training, intense but short. It was only a month. Like I was intern for a month,
Right.
like
Mhm.
24, like 30 days, 24/7.
Right.
And that was very harsh on me, and also but rewarding. I felt like I could conquer anything because I could go through the very like difficult times and still like, okay, here I am and I'm ready to do this. But then 6 months later, I got this breakup, like a relationship. All my friends were getting married, and then
Yeah.
this guy proposed to me, like not much that we were dating, and then he left with somebody else, like
Oh,
for no reason. I'm just saying that not for oh poor me, but just that I just lost it
yeah.
there.
So let me ask you, what was the purpose? However, you were a dentist already, and you joined
Yes,
the Navy, right? But
yes.
so was the. It sounds like you were already in the Navy before this breakup.
I was already in the Navy before of
Before the
this
breakup.
breakup,
Okay.
which
So
means for 6 months I was already living a very
right,
different life that I was accustomed to.
right,
Yes,
exactly. So
different
then the
things.
breakup came, and so how did we get into the Reiki and the yoga mastery at that?
Beautiful. Thank you
Did it
so
come at
much
that
for
time?
bringing me
Yeah.
back. Yes. At that time, I experienced the horror of being panic attack after panic attack.
Right.
And like after right after this first panic attack, I experienced for 6 months what it feels like not be able to sleep, not be able to eat, not be able
Mhm.
to do anything. I had severe level of depression.
Right.
I even had suicidal thoughts.
Mhm.
No, and the question that I used to do for myself is like, why me, and why this is happening?
Right.
And like I have everything everybody can dream of. And I kept asking this question for so long. That was my mistake until I switched. How can I get out
Right.
of this instead of why me? So
Exactly.
this was like, wow.
So is that when you then decided to go into um
That's when I decided to do it to yoga. First,
yeah,
I mean, Reiki was already part of my life because my mother is a Reiki master
okay.
also. So Reiki was already part of my life. I just didn't want to do what my mother was doing. So I had some level of resistance because I was already a dentist like her. I didn't want to do the Reiki thing because she was doing. I just want to figure out who the hell I was.
Right.
I was like, I'm not my mother again.
Right,
But
right.
then when I get some clarity, when I did my yoga teachers training with the international organization,
Mhm.
they were in Brazil. That when my vision did like this. Oh wow, I need to explore this, and
Mhm.
brought me the smile from within. And it's like, wow, I want this more and more in every day of my life. How can I have that more? And how can I bring this to people who are suffering like me? I just don't want to. I just want to like just explode. Like I really had this level of awareness and expansion that I could do anything, but I had the urgency because I spent so long in suffering, that I didn't want to suffer anymore, and I didn't want anybody to suffer anymore.
Right. Eden has a comment here. He says, indeed, a lot of time we don't appreciate what we have until something hits us,
Yes.
like depression, burnout, and so on. And now you can help so many people because you went through it.
Thank you so much, Eden. It's so true. Yes.
And then unfortunately Eden had to go, but he's going to watch the replay.
Thank you so much.
And he just wants me to tell you that you're an inspiration, and beautiful. Therese is still with us, and so she says yes, the beauty within. She loves the beautiful mission that you have, which is to make people smile. Okay, so let's talk about what I want to do is. Not only did you get into yoga, and not only did you get into Reiki, because your mother was there, she was a great influence on your life for sure, but you also you became a master at both of those. So you are capable of doing certification programs, right?
Yes.
So can you talk a little bit about that? I mean,
absolutely. On the yoga, I went farther. Actually, I studied Qigong, and that's what I'm into more than yoga.
Okay.
I could certify people in yoga, but I chose to, all this beautiful practice is amazing. And when I don't do that, I feel so much. But what I'm into, it with the quickest and fastest transformation. And that's where Reiki comes. Okay? Because Reiki is a way that we can connect ourselves with the universal energy. For those who doesn't know, Reiki means universal energy.
Okay.
And through us, we can connect Earth, Mother Earth, and the universe. So I think this is not news for anybody. Everybody knows that we are part of a greatest power, but we just don't know how to connect with this on a daily basis. And Reiki is the fastest and most effective technique that I learned over the years. Oh, my friend, Matt.
Your friend Matt's with us. Thank you. And Therese has a beautiful comment. You are going to impact so many with your healing mission. And so thank you, Therese, for that wonderful comment.
So much.
So, okay. So actually it doesn't stop there. Then now you become a teacher and a practitioner, and you've been doing this since 1970. I mean, you wear so many hats.
70, I was born in 74. My parents.
I said since 1970, so you were. Well, yeah, but your family tradition is right there. I mean, since you were born, so that was all part of you, right?
Yes, and I would love to talk about that a little bit. Matt, I love you here, but can you put yourself on mute because we can hear your background?
Okay. So let me do that. Okay. Yes. Let me just put him back here. Okay. I got him over here. Okay.
That's great.
I've never done this. Actually, it's the first time that we've had another guest.
Because I guess
Here we go. There we go.
Okay,
that'll be less distracting for you, but know that Matt.
Thank you so much.
Know that Matt is with us. Thank you, Matt, for being with us. We love that.
Matt, we love you. So I just want to start talking about this a little bit because I honor my parents and all my ancestors, but my parents were the brave ones. Okay, they didn't speak English at the time, but they were looking for freedom at the time, right? And that was the time that everybody was like the Woodstock, and after that, like people really wanted to feel that. So my parents, like, they left Brazil and went to Boston. And when they were ready to go, okay, let's go. And then my mom found out that she was pregnant on me.
With you.
Right, with me, exactly. So, and then she's like, there she is. Listen, girl, Missy, we're going. So you want to come with us? You're welcome. But like, you're not going to stop us. That was it. Yeah. So I see both of them so much inside of me. Okay,
No,
so I can,
continue. I forgot to turn
yeah,
my
and I can see so much that I have so much of them both, because I inherited all this passion and this awareness and this will to discover that my true self, you
right.
know. And they went there. So I was, when they got into this international worldwide community that they went study macrobiotics and the 70s, my mom was already pregnant of me with 3 months. They traveled by car and bus and train and ride, by the way, because they didn't have the money. So I was born in this environment. And oh, somebody's there calling you.
I know.
um,
I'm sorry. I don't. It's
no,
over
no,
there.
no,
It's over there. I
it's okay,
can't
no
turn it
problem.
off.
But this, I and then after they discover what they wanted, freedom to way of living and food choices and lifestyle and macrobiotics, they came back to Brazil after a year,
Hmm.
full of knowledge, and they actually
Absolutely.
were able to help so many people, including their family members. So my dad helped his mother, my grandmother, and his brother, my uncle, both healed from cancer
Oh
only through
wow!
natural approaches. Imagine that back then. So
Wow!
they got so strongly faith, like their faith was so strong that
Right.
whatever came in their way, that didn't matter because they have done it. So that's the environment that I grew up with. So this has always
Absolutely.
been inside of me. And
Right. I
until
totally get
I've
it.
been to the whole depression process, I didn't know that until then. That
Right.
was when my journey, self-healing journey, started 20 years ago. Yeah.
Wow. So that is so. Was it your parents that started the International Ma- Macrobiotic Institute?
No, they went study that at the time. What was called East West Foundation. It was a
Okay.
community, then became Kushi Institute, where I have the pleasure to graduate in there. It was 4 years of post graduation. I was interned there.
Right.
Okay, I did that. I actually went back to the house that I was born and met the person who helped my mom, my doula. I met this guy,
Oh
you
wow.
know. And there was like the universe coming all around. And I said, you know what, I went away, far away from my family and from my friends, to figure out who I am. But I am that, you know. There is nowhere to go. I am that, and I better accept that and own that and really do my job fully. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm doing.
Well, Dr. Flor, you have accomplished so much. I mean, not only are you a dentist, or you're no longer practicing dentistry.
I
I understand,
I
right?
I've been practicing actually. When I moved to New York City, I was so lucky to be working with the best doctors in town. And this doctor, he only hired doctors as an assistant, and his favorite was Brazilians, because they know Brazilians are like a high level of dentistry in the
Right,
world,
right.
and we are hard workers. So because of that, I was able to keep fully participating, doing whatever he wants me to do, and to be in a mission with him and Lenny Kravitz every year to
Okay.
serve thousands of people in the Bahamas doing community service.
Oh
So I
wow.
never really stopped practicing, but I didn't earn money as a dentist in New
Right,
York City. I always did what I did, and also create my service online website that I connect people and educate them in a holistic level, which calls Holistic Dentistry Group. And that's what my website about. It's to educating people that we are whole.
mm-hmm.
The word holistic comes from whole. We are
Correct.
all connected, and it's
Right,
impossible only to treat teeth without treating
right,
the whole body.
right. So that makes you also a macrobiotic counselor, a holistic
I
dentist.
know. And when people ask me, I felt like when people ask me, I feel embarrassed to say that I did all that. Seriously.
Why?
Because people like, really, you did all that? We just want one thing. And that's what I'm having hard time putting it together, because I feel like I had to go through all this to find out my real mission, which is to bring the true smile from within, the lasting one,
Ah,
the one that stays. It's not just the only one. Like, like helping people to find their true essence through my work and
mhm.
through Reiki. And
Do you,
Reiki attunement, hold on.
mhm,
Reiki attunement is a shortcut that I found out
mhm.
over the years. And I'm the most excited about this because in a very short period of time, we can actually experience that in a very deep level. Yes.
Okay, this is Reiki attunement.
Yes, that when
Attunement.
I teach level 1, 2, and 3. I do 3 attunements,
Hmm.
and those 3 attunements, I take people from the awakening to transforming and mastering their true self through
Okay.
this program. And since I got back in Brazil, I got back in with like living and being working with my parents, and I am having a chance to teach online courses since I got here, since day one. So it's been like more than 30 courses that I've been
Wow.
teaching since the beginning of the pandemic. Yeah.
You are going to impact so many people. I mean, Therese Parkin says you have so much to share, and these are all connected with your true mission. And they are indeed. Actually,
Yes.
and we're not even finished, folks. Not only that, but Dr. Flor is an author, an international best-selling author. Her book is called
uh,
Unlock the Secrets. All right, let's talk about what secrets we're unlocking here, Dr.
oh,
Flor.
okay. Thank you for asking. Well, this book, the idea of my book came like a long time ago, but actually, I met someone who really believed in my story and is like, I'm fascinated by your story, like because I was ashamed because everybody thought I was showing off,
Yeah.
honestly.
Hmm.
But I just want to like just say like, yeah, I had to study all this to figure out myself, but since I already did for myself, why not share that with the world, right?
Absolutely.
And then this guy said you should really write a book, and with all the techniques that you use on your regular basis that you feel like really is really effective, so people can feel the effect. So don't write a book about your life, write a book about how to. I was like, how to overcome and rise above anxiety and depression. It's like, yes.
So that's what your book
That's the
is about?
that's the title, the subtitle of my book. Unlock the secrets, overcome and rise above anxiety and depression, a holistic approach to treat your whole being.
And of course, you've had the experience because you had that depression. You went through it all.
Oh my
And
God.
so,
God knows. God knows.
so
Only God knows.
your
And my
mess has
parents.
become your message, really.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
That's amazing. That's really wonderful. So, my thought is you have done so much. Do you think that you had some limiting belief to make you such an achiever? I mean, was there something that you grew up with thinking that you needed to do all this and
Ye-
or to
Yeah,
be
it's
such an achiever?
funny because since you like, to begin with, I'm the fourth generation of dentists in my family.
Right.
They are all super achievers. Okay, my mom is the most sweetest and loving person that I ever known, but she's always think that she can always do better.
Uh-huh.
So I grow up thinking like, this is good, my dear, but why don't you try harder?
Yeah. Oh my God.
That is being the, because you can. She didn't say, oh, no. She just said like, why don't you do better? With the smile in her face, but that actually,
Yeah.
for me, it didn't do good.
No.
And now we talk about this very openly, and she's like, oh my God, I never realized that. and
Right.
and I know that I've been repeating a pattern of hers because she wants to solve the whole world problem, and she
Mhm.
wants to do it like for free, and she does it, and people take it for granted.
Oh,
And I think that is a limiting belief that we feel like we don't deserve to
right.
be like to have the wealth that we deserve, just because everybody needs what we need, and we have to give it for free. That I feel like I carry my mom's limiting belief a little
Right.
bit. And
Exactly.
I'm still working on that. And now I'm like taking more action than ever with my program From Healing to Prosperity, thanks to our coach in common, right?
Mhm.
Maya, that she's been inspiring so much, not only her, but Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, and all these people. And I just like, I know it's maybe not my time for a message yet, but I just want to say, guys, whatever it is that you have inside, don't wait. Don't wait to jump in the ocean. I shared that in the call earlier. Don't wait, because once you're in the ocean, you will know how to swim. You will figure out. I just feel like, okay, I'm in the ocean now. Even if I don't know how to swim, I'm just figuring out. And once we have this burning desire inside, we just have to trust that. To trust
Absolutely.
that this is everything you need to take you to the next level. And I'm not saying this for people, I'm saying this for myself. And
Absolutely.
as everything I've done in my life is for myself, but since I'm an open book, I am,
Yeah.
gladly sharing that with everybody. Please don't wait. Just go for it. If you have to cry in front of people, just cry. If you have to do whatever, just
Absolutely.
be yourself and be the magic that you are. I see Sarah, Flor's magic. You are too, Sarah. I love you. Mwah.
Absolutely. And Therese says Reiki attunement sounds amazing. So we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yes.
Actually, if you stay till the end, I think we have a little gift for you. Aha.
Woo, love it.
So we're going to see what that is in a minute. But before we do that, what I'd like to do is, you know, I almost hate to ask you this question.
Oh,
I mean,
please go
what's
ahead.
next for you, Dr. Flor?
What is,
What's
well,
next?
don't hate. You know what? Because I'm actually going for it. What's next? And I am allowing myself to dream so big that I never dreamed before.
Hmm.
And today, like just now, like I was just so grateful for all the richness in my life, everything that I've been through. And I just realized, oh my God, I've been put to work with the Lenny Kravitz, with the dentists like of famous here, with like all these people, not only famous, but like really meaningful people who really are like going like for their heart desires.
Right.
And through this, I wanna like rise, just like what my book says,
Hmm.
rise above that and shine with everybody who is willing to do that with me. So what I'm working now is that I decided that unapologetically, I am on the vibration of the prosperity, period.
Uh-huh.
Period.
I
And
get
I
it.
don't take less than that. You know why? Because I am part of this whole universe.
Right.
And this whole universe, nothing else that pure love, it's abundance and everything. Why this is not, why I'm not feeling that I deserve this? I do. And I never really claimed for it. So now I
Absolutely.
am claiming for it. And not only for me, I am claiming for everybody who wants to be in the same vibration with me. And just last week, I started with my From Healing to Prosperity masterclass workshop that I decided to do. Guess what? Every single week now until I start my program, which is the date. We have this due date. So put it on your agenda. It's December 14. Why
Woohoo.
did I decide to do until then? Because now we are getting in alignment with force of nature. I started on the portal 1111. This is my birthday month, right? My birth month. And I said, you know what? I am reborning and I'm gonna bring everybody with me. So I did that. I had a beautiful workshop last week. I'm having one today. So it's open for everybody if you are willing to experience that. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna help to cleanse any blockage of dense and heavy energy that can be manifested through like frustration, anger, sadness, whatever it is that you're feeling. I know these emotions very well
Hmm.
because I've been there for so long. And how am I doing that? In a very loving and magical way, which is Reiki. Since I have studied to become a master, I have a special way to do for the collectiveness. And then from there, I'm going to be offering for whoever wants to take the next step to be attuned in Reiki. And that's the magic. That's when the real magic happens.
Now, I from here, I just want to say, you mentioned that it's happening today, so you're having another class today. Now, for anybody who is listening or who will be listening on the replay, what time is that going to happen? I mean, here I am in Mexico, and it's 1:35 in the afternoon. What time is that going to
Okay, I've been telling people that since I was in New York for 15 years,
happen?
that's how I've been. Like New York is my home base, so it's Eastern time at 5:30 p.m. So just
Yeah.
in a few hours from now, we're gonna have a whole hour experience of having experience like letting how it's to let go immediately all these heavy feelings and density of energy, and actually opening space to let that beautiful Reiki energy, that
Energy.
universal energy, to come into your spiritual channels, because we have 7 main centers of energy that we call chakras. I'm sure everybody heard talk about it, but nobody knows what it is and how
Yeah,
to
right.
attune. Yeah, so the Reiki master can clean that and allow the energy to go in there. So that's what we're gonna be experienced today. So today we're gonna feel that in a very general way, and then for my program we're gonna be doing that more in depth. Yes,
So
absolutely.
may I ask you, I know I have the information down on the tickler where it says contact Dr. Flor Marques by email, Flor Marques, and Marques is spelled with an S, not a Z, at
Yes.
gmail.com, or your website, which is www.holisticdentistry.group.com, or by joining your Facebook profile, which is
Oh
https
my
two
goodness.
dots two forward slash www.facebook.com/forward at Flor Marques. So
and
Flor,
and I also have the Instagram too. So
so
Dr.
so where
Flor
should people
Marques.
go if they want to, if anybody's listening right now and they want to be part of that class, which is the fastest way that they can um,
Beautiful.
get there?
I'm very good in Facebook, just because all my trainings and all the people that I'm doing networking is in there. But I also check often the Instagram, which is Dr. at no Dr. Marques. I'm sorry, Dr. Flor Marques. Dr. Flor Marques. And like any one of them, I'm going to be checking until the time of the event, which is
Okay,
just a few hours from now.
so they can get the link is what I'm
Yes,
assuming
yes,
you're
they can
saying.
get the link, and I can even post it over here.
Actually, if you want to, we could, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
You can do it in the
I
comments.
can do it while you go for the
Yeah.
next.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I
If you have
understand that
next.
the next thing for you, the next big thing for you is your 6-week course that you're going to be offering, and it's called From Healing to Prosperity. And okay, so as you know, I have these interviews because I want to show people, especially women over 60, who want to get online, want to start a business online, but they don't know who to trust or where to start. So, what advice would you give a person who's over 60, a woman over 60? It could be a man too. We're not exclusive, but what advice would you give that person who wants to start their business online?
I love that question, Lucy. I think you're a pro. I love it.
It's so funny.
I just think, because people need the practical tools, what to do,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
And I just like, wow. Well, first of all, you can uh, talk to people one-on-one, right?
Exactly.
You
Hmm.
can just reach out and say, how are you doing? I've been thinking about you.
Right.
I'm like, that's what I'm up to. I would love to connect it with you. Whoever never done anything online, just get in touch with the person that you think you would love your program. That's one thing.
Hmm.
The other thing is I would create a group just for people who's going to be interested in what you have to share,
Right.
and invite people. But I think before, like somebody who never done anything like that, I would personally connect with people one-on-one and just ask about them. How are you doing, first of all?
Mm-hmm.
How is your life? And what are you up to? Like,
Right.
and then after they share, you say, like, I totally relate to what you're saying, and here's what I have. I think I have something that would be great for you. And then you just, set up an interview or whatever, and just be yourself, and just come from this space of being gratitude and being able to serve. Because if you want to do an online service, it's because you have some powerful message to serve,
Absolutely.
right?
Everybody has a message.
Yes. And if you
Everybody has a
know
message.
that you have that, just come from a space of gratitude and offering, instead of, oh, can I have some money from you?
Yeah.
And then once you just, I have something amazing for you. And then people will, like, oh, even if they are like frowning, they go and say, oh, what is that? I want to.
Absolutely.
So
So find your
then,
expertise, find the knowledge that you have, find your expertise, share it with those that will benefit, actually, is the message. And then follow somebody perhaps who's done it before.
yeah, but I would say, before you find your expertise, just come from the space of gratitude.
Of course.
Just really be grateful for, like, if you're having the idea of opening a business online, it's because you have something powerful and special. Just comes
Exactly.
like, thank you for realizing that, dear universe. And how, ask a better question than why me? How can I turn that into my business, into like my purpose in life? And how can I help people who's going through the
Absolutely.
same,
Absolutely.
and from this space, things are will open up, just because you are doing from this space of gratitude and appreciation.
Right. Thank you. I did want to mention, you mentioned that you had a little gift for my guests who stayed
Yes.
to the end. I see Matt's still here, Sarah's still here, Teresa's still here. So, can you lead us into a kind of a quick Reiki healing session?
Oh, you want to do that now before my session? That's
Well,
going
just
to spoil my
just
session.
just kind of a short one, because you had mentioned that you might be able to do that,
Yes,
just so we can
absolutely.
experience, and then give us enough to make us want to go to that class.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, my dear, thank you for asking that. And how can I say no for that, right? This is I just want you to sit nice and tall, relax whatever you're sitting. Okay, take a deep breath in and exhale, breathe out. Just for now, just for this moment, just let all the thoughts, all your worries, all your to-do lists, just everything on the side, just for this moment. And connect with your breath. Observe how's your breath. Maybe it's short. If that is short, just try to take a deeper inhalation and deeper exhalation. And once you do that, observe your shoulders. If there is any tension in your shoulders, if there is any tension in your body, just let this melt down while you bring the awareness into your body. And the breath. Keep doing deep breaths. And stay there. Ask yourself, how can I receive? How can I get in touch with this higher power right now and realize the gift that I am right at this moment? How can I do that? And take a deep breath in again. Breathe out. and open yourself up to receive. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to do a little bit of the energy healing. Just open yourself up to receive this beautiful energy that is coming and entering your body from the top of your head and permeating your entire soul, your entire body, all the way down to your feet and going all the way down to the center of the Mother Earth. From down there, Mother Earth, you're gonna allow all the strength, the power, and the stillness and the confidence from Mother Earth to enter your body from the sole of your feet and run up through your legs and your hips and going all the way into your internal organs, regenerating, filling up with energy, this beautiful empowered energy from Mother Earth. And it goes up again on top of your head, connecting with this beautiful light, golden light coming all the way up from the center of the universe. And let this energy permeate down again into your body, top of the head all the way down to the feet and up again. And just relax and feel the energy flowing through your body and your soul. Cleansing anything that doesn't deserve you or anything that doesn't belong to you anymore. And you're claiming for the power of this beautiful lunar eclipse that is right here, happening right now. It's already happening. It's going to be fully done on November 19, but we already are under the influence of this powerful force. Just allow this energy to enter your body since you open yourself up to receive it. Now gently bring your hands together over your heart and press against your heart and feel your heart beating right inside of you. And feel the gratitude for your life and for the opportunity to be able to really become aware of who you are and what's the influences, the nature influences that you have in your body, in your mind, in your thoughts, in your being. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And from this gratitude place, just have the trust that everything is already taken care of. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Coming back in your own time. Inhale. Exhale. Now you can open your eyes and raise your arms all the way up. Up, 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 up. All the way up. So you're bringing from the universe all the power that you need. Put your palms together and bring into your heart. And hold it right here. And accept it and claim it. It is already yours. It's yours. Because you are it.
Thank you. Thank
So
you so much. Thank you,
so
Dr.
much.
Flores, so much. So thank you for your time. It was wonderful having you here as our guest. The I feel really very relaxed and very, I don't know how about anybody else, but I feel wonderful. I just feel that vibration.
I would love to know how was that for whoever experienced that. I would love a little share. I know that was quick, but I just would love a little share. If you're back on the planet Earth.
If you're back on the planet Earth, right.
It's all right. They will do if they are there. If not, maybe later. But you know what? One more thing, Lucy, I want to share. It's like without expecting anything in return, just go serve. Just go and do your heart's calling, because you will be rewarded at the right time. This is not up to us. This is
I just want to let you know, Therese says, I feel serene and energized. Is her. And Sarah says, thank you, Lucy and Flor. I yawn, so it's working.
Yes, it is. You're good. You know that. Exactly.
And Sarah says, receive and give love. So thank you. And I have posted here the event. So I'm going to put it back into the chat so people can copy it. Now, this is the link to use if you want to join Dr. Flor later on with her masterclass. Is that correct, Dr. Flor?
Yes, my workshop. That would be amazing.
Again, thank you so very much. Thank you, all of you, Sarah, Therese, Matt, for being here, Eden, who had to leave early. And just want to let you know that we are eternally grateful for not just you, but also all of our guests who are here. And remember, every Thursday to join us for our awesome guests every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So again, we'll say thank you and goodbye.
I want to thank you, all of you for staying until the end. And I would love to gift all four of you with my book. I would love to.
Oh, wonderful!
So
thank you.
Just send Lucy's your email, your best email, that I'm going to give you a copy, the PDF copy of my book.
Okay, really how wonderful. Thank you. So we will post it. We'll post it on my Facebook group, and then go join my Facebook group.
Yes.
Therese says, I would love your book. I will send you my email. Okay, that's one way of doing it also. Absolutely, because I think some people are, in touch with you already.
Thank you, Therese. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Eden. Thank you, Lucy. I love you to the moon and back. Really. All of you.
Okay, bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
See you next week. Okay, bye-bye.
That was wonderful.